Hello, I'm Michael Jeck. I teach film at George Mason University. One of my courses is Mysteries on International Screens. And I'm here to introduce an episode in the wonderful Montalbano series, La Caccia del Tesoro, or Treasure Hunt. And, well, there's not exactly a treasure, but we'll find out about that. All these TV movies come from novels by Andrea Camilleri, who is a Sicilian but who has lived in Rome for many years. And I abjure you to read the novels as much as these are very faithful adaptations. He's a co-scenarist. He had worked in TV production. In fact, he was one of the ones who did the Italian TV versions, 40 years ago, maybe more, of Georges Simenon's Maigret. So he's experienced in these things. And, but in the novels, you get the narrative voice. Unless it was a voiceover, you wouldn't get that. And he also tells you what those dishes that Montalbano is stuffing himself with is, what they actually are. And there's encouragement for all of us here. Most of these novels, well, I guess most of them are available in translation, but they're still catching up with him. Camilleri started writing the novels when he was 69. There's hope for all of us. And he's still writing them in his mid-80s. And I think the translator and the publisher, well, they don't want to have a glut. So I think they're about 5 or 6 novels behind. Just about once a year, a new translation comes out. They don't want to glut. They could bring out 5, I suppose, in 1 year to catch up, but that wouldn't be too smart. In passing, also the star of the series, Luca Zingaretti. Boy, have the man in the role met. He plays in lots of other things. He has, in fact, been nominated. Italians have 2 kind of Oscar equivalents for their own films. He's been nominated as Best Actor in one or at least once in either category, under either awards rubric, as it were. I don't think he's ever won. But let's think about Peter Falk in Columbo, who died this year. Peter Falk was nominated for Best Supporting Actor twice, but you'd have to be a real film buff to know his film career, but yet, okay, if you're in your 20s, who's Columbo? If you're not, Columbo around the world. Peter Falk was Columbo, Columbo was Peter Falk. And here, Zingaretti, although in the books he's not bald, we'll leave it at that, he's so right. That's it. And in fact, Zingaretti dates back. He was a student of Andrea Camilleri when Camilleri taught theater a number of years ago, exactly. And Zingaretti himself is Roman, but apparently he passes muster as a Sicilian. The dialogue is in a mixture, as it is in the books, of Sicilian, Italian mixture, so everybody can understand it, but it sounds authentic. All of these films are directed by Alberto Soroni. I've seen some of his other work. It's just okay. What is it? It's not just that it's faithful to Camilleri. The tone, the pacing, yes, the fabulous locations, but they have to be beautifully photographed. And it's not the same director of photography, the man who does the lighting. So that's him. And he has a talent for making what are basically expository dialogues interesting, and even, well, we will see, even if in an American series, somebody's got to get shot or blown up in every episode, well, this is not like that. Because after all, real detectives can go years without even pulling their gun out of their holster. But when he wants to do action, he will see action in this thing. It's going to be believable. We're going to care. It's not a case of, wow, that stuntman really hit that trampoline hard to go over that wall. You'll see a real person do something dangerous. Well, in context. I don't mean he's actually dangling off a wall. You'll see what it is. And we're going to see a number of favorites here. Ingrid, who is his Swedish-American friend, they're just good friends. He saved her from a murder rap. She's helped him out on other things. His second in command, Mimi, this is the advantage of the series. When they ask him in very deadpan, and nobody cracks a smile, asks him about, you ought to know about these inflatable female dolls. Well, Mimi, before he got married, was an incredible womanizer. So that's just kind of like a big throwaway. And also the plot itself. Some of them are more twisty than others. I'm just going to say this. This is a classic kind of episode. Maybe in general, not just within the series, because there's not one, but 2 red herrings. At the end of this thing, you'll say, wait a minute, that didn't have anything to do with the central idea. Let me say that more than once. And on top of that, you'll find out how Italians pronounce Bruce Willis. Now let's see Treasure Hunt.